Good morning. Good morning. All right, let's see who's here. Blue, good morning. Good morning. Thank you for calling, Deirdre and Rick Morrow and Josie. Good morning to you, Mama Hot Bear. Yes, I do have my wings today. I came out of my cocoon. I was tired of being wrapped up in it. Christina, good morning, sweet one. Good morning, Kathy Hand. You have Dave coffee. I have coffee this morning and glad of it too. Well, it is Sunday. Y'all know what that means. We get to hear our Sunday song today. Let's just go into our hearts while this song is playing. Just focus on love. Focus on coming home, coming to the water, where you will find peace.
Come to the water where you will find peace. Take a step into the river. Get down on your knees. Come to the mountain while taking in the view. You will find that life is greater than you knew. When you go through the storm, I will hold you, keep you warm. When you stay in the night, I will shelter, I will fight, I will fight. Oh, you're broken and you're shattered at the point of no return. You pick up the pieces and you let the bridges burn. So come to the water, you're sailing with the breeze. Take a step into the river where you will find peace. When you go through the storm, I will hold you, keep you warm. When you stay in the night, I will shelter, I will fight. Oh yeah, I will fight. When you go through the storm, I will hold you, keep you warm. When you stay in the night, I will shelter, I will fight, I will fight. I will fight. So come to the water where you will find peace. Take a step into the river and get down on your knees.
This is our water. This is that place where we can come to in the morning, finding peace, finding love, gathering together. What's your heart saying to you right now? Mine says, I am loved. I am light. I am grateful for every moment. I'm grateful for each breath. I am grateful to each person in my life. I am ready to greet this day and everything that comes with it. I am peace. It's inside of me, and I'm sharing it with everybody that I come into contact with. So good morning, every one of you that's gathered together, that has come in this morning to be here. Deirdre, thank you for being here. Blanca Vivas, good morning. Thank you for being here from Argentina. Stacy, Pat Moss. Oh, it's so good to see you all. And Stacy, you're soggy this morning. I guess you're getting lots and lots of rain, right? And you're doing your best at this moment. That's all we have. It's all we can focus on, is this very moment in time that we are existing in, and that we're here together, and we lift each other. So whatever's going on, just come in to be lifted, come in to express yourself and to join in with fellow beings of light who want only the best for you. Kathy Hand says, I am shining my light. I am hopeful that others will find us and join in on all the unconditional love and support from our Angelic River family. I agree, Kathy. I'm just so overwhelmed each morning at the ones that do come in. And, you know, every time that I write something or I speak or I have a show like this, I know I put that intention out there. Whoever needs it, whoever is supposed to be there, will be there. And that's the way it is. So we are here, the ones that are gathered, and we are supposed to be here. We heard the divine call to love on each other, to cherish each other, to lift each other. And that's what we do. We are a family that loves, and the family that loves together stays together. So here we are, all gathered together. Kathy Caputo, thank you for being here. Kathy says, I am safe and secure in God's love and light. I am ready and grateful to accept all the good that is right here for me. I am one with all, loving everyone. Oh, Kathleen, thank you so much for being here. Blue said, I had an amazing experience. I went straight back to being on a sailboat sailing through a storm with my incredible, beautiful sister who has passed. Her laughter still rings in my ears. I am my storm. I love that. And I love that experience for you. I think that's just beautiful. Pat Moss, I am so grateful for my magic book, and I love seeing you, the magic, every day. And I love you all so much. Pat, we love you so much. Thank you for being here. So I pulled Kuan Yin for us. And let's see what Kuan Yin has to say this morning. We have another sip of coffee first. It is the nectar of the lotus. Your devotion to helping others has the effect of squeezing the heart chakra of the Divine Mother. From her heart drips nectar, sweet, sustaining, life-affirming energy that feeds you and allows you to nourish many souls. When you are full, well, and vital, you are able to nourish others. You are guided to receive your fill now for your own benefit and the benefit of all. I so love this card. I love it for all of us because that's what we do. We feed we feed our souls when we come in. And Charlie just showed up. Good morning, Charlie. So when we come in here, we get fed. We get fed spiritually. We get fed emotionally. And we just really open up to love. Open that heart chakra and allow the love to flow in. The love, the love of each other, of Divine Mother, of Kuan Yin. We really experience that together. And there's nothing like it. There is no word to describe it, really. And Jean's ordering pancakes. Yes, yes. Charlie the chef is in the house. All right, so it's Sunday. It's the day when we set our intentions, the day when we start thinking about this new week that we've been given. It's a new opportunity to really grow and express the first week of a new month. And what have you got planned? What's going on in your world? It's the 3rd. And when I see 3s, I feel perfection, because that is the triad energy, is when you look at 3s. It's just that beautiful energy of everything is working perfectly. I think of Marietta. I think of all of us that really thrive under that type of energy, where we know that everything is in order. It's in divine order. And sometimes in our humanity, in our human moments, we tend to forget that, don't we? I know I do. Yesterday was a rough day with that. I wrote about that in the blog last night. And I had beautiful friends that lifted me up when I needed just that moment of affirmation that everything was working perfectly. And so grateful to Auntie Jean, one of my earth angels, who reminded me of that. So sometimes we need that reminder. Sometimes we need to just hear the words from another being, another one of our P's, that, yeah, everything's okay. And I even asked that question when I reached out to somebody. I said, just tell me everything's okay, that everything's going to be okay. That, these feelings that we have when we get down and we get down on ourselves and we listen to the mind chatter and we forget our magnificence. Sometimes we just need somebody else to say, it's okay. Everything is working the way it's supposed to work. And what I realized in going through that dark moment yesterday is it's okay to have those. It's okay to be in our human self and realize that, hey, I'm going through something here. I'm going through a moment of insecurity. I'm going through a moment of pain, and allowing that pain, allowing that hurt to come up and not just push it down and say, no, you can't be here. You're not allowed. Because in our experience here on earth, we have to allow everything that comes up for us so that we can get up to the other side. And once we're on that other side, then we can look at the experience and say, oh, that's what that was all about. So I'm still not sure what it was all about, but I do know that it was a moment of just being real, being raw, being where I was at the time that I was there, and not trying to sugarcoat it or cover it up. It was just what it was, and I allowed it, and I'm so glad that I did, because once I was on the other side of that, then I could see, oh, I needed that. I needed that experience so that when I have moments like this with all of you, I realize I'm not alone at all. And yes, everything is working perfectly. And let's see what's going on in the combo. Annie7 is here. Good morning. And Annie says, my mom's birthday is 3/3/36. With the threes, then today is my sister who passed. It's her birthday. Well, happy birthday to them in heaven. And Annie, thank you for being here with us. And Erica says hello. Well, hello to you, Erica, and so much love to you. Blue says, I've been wrapping this sweet little stone for a friend. I keep wanting to add more. Nope, it wants nothing more. EIWP. Yes, yes. Stone will talk to you on it. When I was at the winery yesterday, I went for the beauty of the place. That's what the sculpture is that's behind me. It's a sweet butterfly sculpture that I fell in love with. And when I was there was a stone that found me. And I'm trying to remember what the stone was. I left it in the car, so I can't even show it to you. But it was pretty big. And it was a stone that works with all the chakras. At first, I thought it was a Super 7. It's got the quartz in there. It's got a little stream of, looks like amethyst running through it. But it just called to me, and I picked it up, and I didn't even intend to keep it. But once I had it in my hand, it was like, no, I'm supposed to be with you. So I picked it up and put it in the Angel Mobile. And Kathy says, Kuan Yin's words affirm in me my need to help others. Michelle Landers showed me a bit of my own numerology path, and I am a 7. It's amazing. She says that 7s tend to be writers. I wish to one day bring that to fruition. I do love to write. I just need the time. Well, sometimes, Kathy, we are given instruction on what to write. And many of you, probably most of you, know that at the beginning of the year, the angels told me I would be writing every night as I connect in with them. And that has been a beautiful journey, absolutely beautiful. Everything, every time that I sit down with them, they bring something to mind and they have a teaching for us. And all of those are written in blog form on my website. And I know that it's all going to come together as printed form for everyone, anyone who wants to just delve in, open up to a message, whatever you want to do with it. But for now, it's all right there on the website. And their messages to us are so beautiful when they speak and they address whatever question or issue or problem comes up. I just sometimes get so emotional with their response. And it's just so beautiful to be spoken to this way by the divine, to use these beautiful angels to bring messages to us. So Kathy, it'll come. Just give it time. Just allow yourself to be used in that way and it will come through. Kathy says, I'm setting the intention to read more into my monthly numerology chart, and that universe will bring us abundance so that I can retire and start focusing on writing and helping others more. Awesome. And Kathleen says, we are all knowing that for you and your family, Teri, all the good that you do for others is being returned to you now, many times multiplied. All else, all hurt is falling away. Thank you, Auntie Jean, for being there for our Mama P. Yes, yes. I think she's probably still sleeping this morning. I haven't seen her in here. Grace Isis, good morning to you. Gracie says, thank you for the gathering of love, light, reflection, and camaraderie. That was a tough one this morning. Thank you, Gracie, for being here. Thank you for your love. And Moss. I am setting my intention to remove my negative blocks, stay away from toxic people who put me in the pigeonhole below dog poo. I am now a yes, I can person who is a good one. Yes, you are, Pat Moss. You are a beautiful light, and I appreciate you being in here with us today. Thank you for coming in to shine your light. Oksana, good morning to you. So good to see you on here this morning on YouTube. Got a couple of YouTubers joining in. I love that. And Gracie Deirdre is sending you love. Gracie says, I am present, guided along the journey and knowing of God's presence and love, and I am peace. Peace. It has to start inside, doesn't it? And that's one of the things that I was focused on yesterday is how do I bring that more into me? How do I express that peace that's inside of me more and more into the world? And as I did some people watching yesterday, as I was sitting in my meditative state, it was interesting to watch and to pick up on the energy of people as they roamed about and sat around in conversation. And I just observed, it was a day for me to just be, didn't really interact with a lot of people, even though there were quite a few that were wandering around the grounds of the beautiful place I went to. I just needed to be with me and God and sit in some silence, but also to just observe and see what the temperature was out there, see what the energy was that was going on. And it felt peaceful. That's what I was getting, was a lot of peaceful energy. So how is it for you? How is your inner temperature today? And can you go inside and say that you feel peace? Are you expressing that peace into the world? How are you showing it? Is your energy calm? Is it tumultuous? I'm having trouble with words today. But just getting a grasp on where you are energetically is so important. And just seeing if that peace is there. And if it's not, if you look inside and it's chaos and turmoil and you're spinning, that shows on the outside. It shows up in a way that there's not calm. There's more of the loudness. There's more of the chatter. And that's what I was paying attention to yesterday with me, was what's the mind chatter? What is the ego telling myself? What is it saying? And it wasn't saying good things. So I had to really just sit with that and realize that if we allow that chatter to take over, then that's when we go into the spin. That's when we say, oh, am I okay? Am I living my purpose? Do I matter? And that was a big question yesterday for me. Do I matter? Are the things that I'm doing here on earth, does that matter? And that's what the mind chatter started saying, nobody's listening to you, nobody cares. And that was what I had to sit with yesterday and look at, okay, do I matter? Am I important? Am I somebody that really is living what I speak and living my talk? So it was a moment of just really going deeper inside. And it's not easy to do that. It's not easy to face your dark side and to face those moments when it feels like nothing's working right, when it feels like you're out of alignment. So I had to do that checkup and check in and say, okay, that's not feeling so good. So let me see why. Why is it not feeling good? And what can I do now? How can I move forward from this feeling? And it was so eye-opening to do that. I encourage everyone to take moments where you're just sitting with you, nobody else, nobody that's talking or yelling or criticizing or putting you down. Just sit with you and with God and say, do I matter? Is what I do, what I'm doing here, does that matter? And when you do that check-in, you'll get the answers because you're asking the question. Whenever we ask a question of spirit, we're going to get an answer, but we have to listen for it. We have to be still. And that's what's required, is that moment of stillness to really listen closely and just let the angels bring that message clearly to you. So let's see what's going on. Gracie's sending love to Deirdre, sending love and bubbles of joy. Yay. Blue says, I am continuing my journey of bringing my left and right side of my brain back in harmony. This month, it will be 10 years since my accident. It's been quite a journey, and I feel mostly here. It's difficult to express the disconnect. Yeah, there are some things that we don't have words for, and that's okay. Sometimes it's just a feeling. Sometimes we don't even know. We can't put our finger on it, right? It's just something is nagging and we don't quite get it yet. But that's a yet, because when we ask for clarity, when we sit with it, we do get the answers. And we do know that we're all here walking each other home. We're all here doing the best we can. So if there's something that is nagging at you on the inside, just sit with it and just ask what it's all about and what you can learn from it. And how do I get on the other side? That's what I always look for. How do I get on the other side of this that has presented itself to me? How do I move beyond it? Deirdre, I am more cognizant of sending my peace out into the world lately. Yes, yes, our world is in need of all of our peace. When we gather together, it does matter. What we do matters. What we do impacts the world. And I learned that so many years ago. I used to ask the question, what does it matter if I'm angry? What does it matter if I'm mad at the world? And I express that anger or don't. I hold it inside. Does that really matter? And yeah, it does. Because what I found out is that the energy frequency that we're emitting at any given moment is going into the collective soup where everybody else is emitting a frequency. So it all comes together in this big collective frequency. And that's what we're giving out into the universe. That's the frequency of the planet. It's all of the inhabitants of the planet sharing our frequency in every moment. So yes, you're important. Yes, what you feel matters. What you say matters. How you say it, how you're expressing yourself, how that's showing up in your life. It all matters. Okay, what else we got going on? Kathy, you definitely like finding time during the weekend to just be alone and sit in quiet reflection. I find I need that every day. Every day, if I'm not doing that meditation, if I'm not checking in with me and figuring out what's going on in my world, then yeah, that's when things get out of whack. Annie 7, I'm so glad you're here. And he says, Teri Angel, every morning I look forward to this morning's show. It changes me being here and being with you all. You're an inspiration and guide and healing soul. Thank you for being here and teaching. Yeah, that's what happens when we get in connection with who we are. We teach, all of us do. We're all teachers. We're all students. We are all holding each other, walking with each other as we figure this thing out called life and what we're doing here. And sometimes we don't know yet, right? We're still figuring it out. We're still looking at that path that we're on. So thank you for your words, Annie. Oh, thank you, Blue. I love you so much. Isabel, good morning. And thank you, Kathleen. Yes, I live my life out loud. So if something is going on, if something's happening, y'all are going to hear about it. I don't hold anything back. And when I'm having a bad day, I'm having a bad day. And that's just it. I don't dwell on it. I don't keep that energy. I figure out, okay, what am I supposed to do with this? And I think that's a lesson for us all, is what am I supposed to do with sadness when it comes up? What am I supposed to do with anger? And ask that question. Don't just sit in it. Don't just allow it to take over. Because if we do that, we're missing out on the blessing. Every lesson, every experience is an opportunity for us to learn and grow. And that's the blessing. When we just go beyond and push through those feelings and say, I'm not going to put them down. I'm not going to push them down inside. They need to be expressed. So I'm going to let them up to be expressed. And then what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to learn from it? How do I grow through whatever is happening? And for some, it shows up as illness. So just ask the question, what am I supposed to do with this? Maybe there's something going on in your body that you don't understand, something that's not working to perfection yet. And just say it that way. It's not working perfectly yet, but I know that I'll get on the other side of this. Have that faith and that belief and that confidence that, yes, you will get on the other side of it. Yes, you will, if you work through it. If you just allow it, if you allow that constant chaos and that spin in your life, then that's what you're going to keep seeing. Whatever we put out there into the universe, we get back. And that's why it's so important for us to set our intentions. That's why I love Sundays, because together we can set an intention for how we want to be, how we want to see the world. That's what our Sundays together are all about. What is your intention for you for this week? What's your intention for us as a collective group? Yes, we have a group intention and we set it together. So what does that look like in your world? And how can we make this a beautiful experience together going forward to really keep the momentum of love and compassion and peace with each other? How do we do that? We set an intention and we put that out there to the universe. This week, my intention is, and let's hear it. Let's hear what your intention is, not only for yourself, but for all of us that gather together. So let me see what I missed here in your comments. Yes, sometimes, Kathleen, we do miss seeing it in ourselves, right? Sometimes, the feelings get overwhelming. And so we need somebody else to say, hey, you're okay. You're getting through this. You're a champ. You can do it. And sometimes we just need to hear that. Gracie says, Teri, on-time message. Just what the doctor ordered, a check-in from the neck up, check from the heart up. I love that. Check in, mobile rolling into Spirit Town like the ice cream truck. Thank you. Oh, Gracie, I love you so much. You are such a blessing in my life. Thank you. Yes, it is the divine moment for us all to check in and say, okay, all right, what's happening here? And what are we doing going forward? What's your intention for this coming week? Do your check-in. Oksana says, I scan often my body, my mind on how I am feeling. Is my body tense? Am I content? Then I breathe. I soothe myself if I am off, or I simply rejoice if I am well. I love that too. Yes, we rejoice with each other, don't we? In the good things, the happy things, the blessings. And Deirdre says, Annie, I also love being in our pea soup each day. Yes, yes. And Kathy Hand, Kathy, I hope I figure out my purpose before I'm too old to do anything about it. Never too old. You're never too old. We'll learn until we're not in our bodies anymore. That's what we do. We're here to learn and grow. And the more that you bond with each other and love on each other and help lift each other up, then the more you're going to find that purpose, the more you're going to find that you're living that purpose. And Blue says, I just got an image from the Fae, all peas in the soup as we all dive in. Yeah, we're a collective that has this beautiful energy of love and peace. And that's what we're all about, and that's what we show. Deirdre, I intend to keep sending peace and love into the world and beyond. Beautiful. That's a great intention. And that's my intention as well. Just keep sending out that peace, keep talking to people about peace, to just really let peace be what I am. As I express that every day, I am peace, because I know that it has to come from inside of me. And then it will show up in the way it's supposed to show up in the world. And Kathy, you got some stuff going on here, don't you? Well, while I'm reading Kathy's message, put in there in the comments any prayer requests that you all have, as well as any intentions that you want to share. And let's get our prayer going here in just a moment. And Kathy says, I do start each day in prayer and sitting here with my daily readings from devotionals and A Course in Miracles. I write in my journal each day, starting with what I am grateful for. Then I do my best to listen to the Cuppa JoY on my way to work. But on weekends, it's so nice to go a little deeper. Instead of 30 minutes, I can take a couple of hours to read, write, and reflect. Beautiful, Kathy. I'm so proud of you for that discipline. And Deirdre says, you're a superstar. Well, you know, we don't all express ourselves in the same way. We all have our own unique life that we're living here in this human experience. So however it shows up for you is perfect for you. Kathleen says, sometimes a person's purpose has been fulfilled when you smiled at someone on the street who needed that smile. It doesn't have to be anything that's good. Yeah, it doesn't have to be the big aha stuff. It doesn't have to be an explosion. Just that smile. Sometimes that's all that's needed in a person's life. Right, I knew what you meant, Kathleen. Yes. Gracie, intention is to dock at the bay for stillness and practice what I've today heard from Teri and all the wise words from the P family. An anchor for peace, love, and light. Beautiful. Deirdre's prayer is for all humans, for Gaia, and for world peace, of course. Yes, ma'am. Putting that out there into the universe. All right, so we've got a few moments together. Anybody that has a burden, has anything for yourself or for your loved ones, just place it in the comments and let's lift each other right now. Let's just go back into our hearts. I feel like I want to play that song again. Do we want to hear the song again? Let's listen to the words of this music that's just so beautiful and so special. And as the music is playing, think of all of those souls that are hurting today. Anyone who's down on themselves or down on the events of the world, anyone who's suffering in any way, whether that's a physical pain, emotional, mental, spiritual, whatever it might be, just bring them to your mind while this song is playing and lift up everyone that's on our prayer list. Let's just take a moment to really go into this energy of being this peaceful place that we come to feed our soul.
Come to the water where you will find peace. Take a step into the river. Get down on your knees. Come to the mountain while taking in the view. You will find that life is greater than you knew. When you go through the storm, I will hold you, keep you warm. When you stay in the night, I will shelter, I will fight, I will fight. Oh, you're broken and you're shattered at the point of no return. You pick up the pieces and you let the bridges burn. So come to the water, you're sailing with the breeze. Take a step into the river where you will find peace. When you go through the storm, I will hold you, keep you warm. When you stay in the night, I will shelter, where you will find peace. Take a step into the river and get down on your knees.
See yourself there in that water. Feel the energy of it. Feel the peace, the calm. Just allow your soul to be soothed right now. Whatever is needed, whatever is going on with you, just allow this time together, this place that we're in right now, to soothe whatever is needed. And then as that energy grows and that peace grows inside of you, just allow it to come forth out of you. Allow it to come to each other. Just see everyone that's gathered together this morning, wading through that river, being together in love, being together in harmony, holding the same intention that we move forward from this moment and take that energy with us as we go, to remember the blessings that happen here, to remember how we lift each other up, how we hold each other. So as you emerge from that water, feel how you've been cleansed. Feel how your energy has shifted and changed because you came here. You did that. You gave yourself that moment to really be who you are and to just be, to not have to be anything other than a light. And as you let that light shine now, it's brighter because you've connected in with those who are family, those who love you unconditionally. And let's take a moment to do that right now. Let's just take a moment, as we do every day, to share from heart to heart, and from our hearts to the heart of Mama Gaia. Let's share that love. So we do it on the count of 3, 2, 1. Thank you. I love you. Thank you for being here today. Thank you for loving on me, for holding me up. I need you in my life. And this is why I come here every morning, is to be fed by you and to allow Spirit to just speak whatever is needed to be heard. And today we just needed to love on each other. So take that love, just hold each other, be a blessing to each other. Reach out to somebody today and say, you know what? You matter and I love you. And let's lift the world today. Let's just lift as many souls as we can. I'm going to play a little bit of Leo. I believe we are ready. Cocky and gruff, I hope you're ready for the Leo, because here he comes. Have a blessed day, everyone. I love you all so much.
Morning, Earthlings! It's time to get up and get ready because today's the perfect day to have a great day. Here we go, come on, come on! Come on, let's play, it's a beautiful day. If you woke up this morning, might as well be part of it. One on the peace for peace, on our mission for harmony. You and me, mama, be on the lead, wherever we may be. We create a portal where we can be together. The heart telephone is always one phone call away. Calling on the guys, the angels and the masters. Take a deep breath, we're going into a new dimension. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, every day at 8. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, with all the bees and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, every day at 8. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, with all the bees and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Give me a cuppa full of joy. Give me a cuppa full of. Give me a cuppa full of joy. Give me a cuppa
awesome. I can just sing, touch, dancing, singing.
Cuppa full of joy, full of light, full of love. Bottomless refuse, spilling out from the top. Here, the coffee's always hot and the choice is always yours. The sun is calling out to play, let's put on a show. Today's a new day, we all part of this game. Let's play to win. Love always is the winning team. And you can side with us, there is always no space in the pot. For more love, take a spot and get the day started. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Give me a cuppa full of joy. Give me a cuppa full of love. Give me a cuppa full of joy. Give me a cuppa full of love. Give me a cuppa full of joy. Give me a cuppa full of love. Give me a cuppa full of joy. Give me a cuppa full of love. There really is no secret. We simply accept, allow. AAA, morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, every day. Just start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, every day. Just start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Give me a cuppa full of joy. Cuppa full of joy. Give me a cuppa give me cuppa joy, 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 give me cuppa joy.
Woo! Thank you, Leo. And I saw Miss Hope jump in here. Good morning, Hope. I saw Marietta. Oh, thank you all for being here this morning. I love you so much. Stay in your hearts, stay blessed, and reach out and touch somebody today with your words, with your smile, with your love, and always send that peace forward into the world. I love you. Namaste, y'all. I'll see you later.